We are off and out of the bay today. It's time to leave the island and start heading into the marina. It's early, it's about 6:30 in the morning, but this is when the conditions are the best to go. We're hoping we're going to get no rain today. We really don't want to get wet. It's cold again and cloudy today. But it's been a beautiful stay here at Heybeliada, and we're super pumped to see what's next on the journey. Steve's doing my anchor for me today. What a treat! So we're having a bit of trouble leaving today. We are currently out of the bay. The bay is behind us, and we have about 15 meters of chain still out. We have picked up something heavy. We're getting no response from our windlass to try and pull up the anchor. So we're now on our way back in. I think Steve was coming out to try and sort of rock off whatever was on there, but it hasn't really done anything. So it's quite heavy, whatever is doing it. We've had to put full tension here on this rope so that to try and support the chain a bit. And so we're going to go back into the bay. We're going to try and put some more anchor down, and we're thinking perhaps the chain has wrapped itself around maybe a mooring block or some sort of concrete block, and then try and see if it will free itself or something. But yeah, we're not too sure. We don't really want to dive on it. It's freezing. The water's freezing today, and I saw one of those big brown jellies. But yeah, we're just going to have to see how we can go. We've come over to the other side of the bay, and we've been able to pull up a little bit more anchor. We're in about 3.4 meters of water, and we're hoping we've only got about 5 to 7 meters of chain out. So what's the new plan? Steve is getting ready to go in. So he's just found his wetsuit. It's not super pumped.
It's so cold, just outside wearing 2 jackets. I jumped in 4 or 5 days ago, and the water was burning your skin cold. So I'm just not looking forward to this. It's overcast, it's still windy, so it's extra cold. Yeah, I just don't want to go down into the water. And it's murky as you can see, about half a metre, so yeah, it's just not good.
Not good. But we have to see what we are stuck on, or if we're wrapped around something, or what's going on. So we don't really have a choice. Yeah. Yay. But hopefully we'll go down there, we'll suss it out, see what's going on, and then we'll just be able to pull up the anchor and off we go.
Yeah, then he's going to go. No, look as fast as he's going to climb it. One. Two.
All good. Okay.
He's under. See what's under. He's ready. That's him going there. His bubbles to breathe.
So Steve's just said it's a big concrete block, which is what I thought. So we're only in 3 meters of water here. With 0 visibility. So Steve's just gotten out of the water. He is not, he's shaken like a leaf. You were in there for about half an hour.
Yeah.
It was so cold.
It was a metre high by 1.5 meters wide, big deformed concrete block.
There's an old mooring line and an old chain wrapped around it, and then that was wrapped around our anchor. So I was having to work a bit of magic, and yeah, it done. It was just so cold, burning my head to go down every time.
After such an eventful morning, we then began our 5 to 6 hour sail to the Kiyi Marina. We sailed past the hundreds of cargo ships again and saw the port where some of them were beginning to be unloaded. So Tag has jumped to attention. What's out there, boy? What do you see out there? Some of those birds that taunt you, the diving ones.
So we just anchored up out the front of the marina last night because we got in here a bit late because of the diving expedition we had to do to get the anchor off that concrete block, and we've been greeted with a lot of seaweed. Yummy! We've been plucking this off the chain the whole way of pulling the anchor in, and this anchor is just coated.
We are at our new abode. Steve just got us in here like a boss that he does. And we're just going to go explore, but this marina is so nice. We had guys come out, help pass us these front lines here to attach onto our boat. And throw the lines to. And then yeah. This will be us to get all of the projects done. Just a short walk from the marina is this big shopping mall, which is really convenient for us. Get groceries and phone credit and all those sorts of things.
Alright.
Welcome back, handsome. We sure missed you. Steve was only gone for 6 days in a whirlwind trip of wedding celebrations and boat tool shopping. His trip back to Australia wasn't very long because since he is the captain of our boat, he needed to be back in Turkey to receive all of the parcels from our import agent and customs. It rained 4 out of the 6 days that he was gone for the girls and I, but luckily the sun and warm weather came back out once he was back. Steve's been busy this morning in here looking at the water maker. We're going to change the filter over. He's just passed me this one, and that's what ours looks like at the moment. So he's just said that's what it's supposed to do. It catches all of the algae in the filter. I'm going to pour this down the sink, throw this one in the bin, and yeah, he's going to put a new one in for our fresh drinking water. Thanks, babe. And this is what it's supposed to look like.
And I scrolled the blanket up, so then there's more room, and put those up the end, so then there's more room to drive it around. And this is our sleeping car.
During our stay at the marina, we were really lucky to meet some lovely people. Our fellow yachty neighbour is the director of the local sailing school, about a 10-minute drive away. He invited us for a delicious Turkish breakfast at his club, hosted by the amazing parents of the sailing school. Every weekend, they all bring a plate of food to share together and catch up over coffee and tea while their kids sail for a couple of hours. The girls also had a great time playing with the kids at the club once they had finished their sailing lesson. We were so grateful for the invitation and to be welcomed so generously into their club.
You're sailing, girls.
So it's a very exciting moment. Look at this. Woo-hoo-hoo! We have zippers again. We just brought it here. I got Steve's as well. I think it cost us €10 and it's done. So look out, winter. We are going to be ready for you.
Except for rain jackets.
Yeah, no, let's not get crazy. One thing at a time. What have you found, Waverly?
A ladybug is yellow and black.
It is.
We've never seen the real life ladybug before.
Not a yellow and black one, have we?
Mom, I think it's trying to find its mama. It's
Okay,
mama.
well, you go put it in the plants, because that's probably where its mum might be, maybe where the pink flowers are.
No,
Where do you think it might belong?
it's with a yellow mummy. It is a baby ladybug, and it flew away up into the sky to find it.
And just did some shopping.
Got the second dog bed. It's here.
Great.
Price went up because the Turkish lira went down, so the price went up. And last time we bought it, 3 days ago, it's 100 lira more, which is like, I don't know, €5 more expensive in 3 days. It's like a stock exchange here. Prices go up and down, up and down. You think they'd stay the same, but they don't.
And where did you pick up those sweet sunnies?
Well, these things are special order.
Did you pay 100 lira extra for those too?
People should because of how good they are. You'll notice the full wraparound, so no sun gets in on the sides. These are practical man sunglasses. So I think that's all I need to say.
We've got some good news happening today. All of our parcels that we've had on order have just been cleared through customs and they're being dropped off to us today.
Shows you how big this sail's going to be. This is one huge downwind sail. To have a bag this big. This is like a sway. You and I could sleep in this.
Perfect.
It's about zip it up, zip it up.
I don't know how to zip it up. Yeah, the sail's going to go in here.
What's a new sail?
You know how we have the main sail
Yeah.
and the head sail?
Yeah.
We've got a new
Is that
sail.
working, man?
We've got a new sail.
That tickles me when
We got this measured up with a camera. It's a 3D camera that sits on your boat and just scans everything and measures it. And then they got it all cut and made and sent it to us here in Turkey. So we can fit it ourselves. And it sends all the bits and pieces that we need to do it. So it's like your DIY bimini and dodge enclosure kit.
You treated us well, original Dodger. Well, it's all time for us to leave the marina now. We're all pretty excited to get out of here, even though it's a beautiful place. It's just nice to be back out on anchor, and a month in a marina is definitely more than enough. We're still waiting on a couple of parcels to arrive, but we just don't want to be in here anymore. So we'll just hang around the bays close by. We'll pick them up when they're here and then keep sailing. So yeah. Feels good. Normally I get a bit sad to leave the marinas because you just get so comfortable. Everything becomes really easy and you just kind of get set in your ways a bit. But today I feel really good about leaving, and the girls are really excited.
Your seatbelt's on you, so you must stay on and control the waves, okay? That's the important part of a horse. You have to stay. Okay? But if you
We've changed anchorages this morning and we've come over to the West Marina, and we've just tended ashore, and whenever we arrive by the water, so we always come in like we stand out like sore thumbs. But at the moment we're just wandering around on this beach with all of these deck chairs trying to figure out how we can get up to the road. So stay posted. We made it through the other side. We've just popped through this little restaurant up here, which apparently is closed. We did some Google translating and they've let us come through, leave the tender on that side, and now the next little mission is to find the marina shop in amongst all of this. You know the marina is fancy when it has its own helipad. I was just looking at these cargo ships out here and I thought one of them was coming towards us.
And I thought they did it because I saw that one straight thing looks like an anchor chain on a boat. So, and they were all staying still and none of them were creating waves. The wind creates the waves right now. And that's how I thought that the boats were still on anchor and they weren't moving and they weren't heading towards us.
Oh, wow. It's been another big old day for Steve today. He has been installing our bimini cover mesh. Yes, Taggy. And putting all the brackets on haven't you, Captain?
Yeah, and we're just trying to work out what we want to do because we're still waiting on the new outboard, which should be here anywhere between the 15th and 20th. They've given us. It's the 14th today, but nothing is ever on time. So that 20th, I reckon, will probably go to like the maybe like the 22nd or something before it actually gets out to us on our boat. And then the next biggest problem, or dilemma, I guess, is that the autopilot is saying it's about a week late now, so that's not going to be ready for them to send until the 20th, if everything goes good for them. So, same thing, add an extra couple of days on. They probably won't post it to the 22nd. It'll take 3 days to get here. It takes 5 or 6 days to clear through customs here, and then like a day or two to get out to us. So it just means we won't get the autopilot till next month. And we've already been in Istanbul for 5, coming on 6 weeks now in the Istanbul area. And I just don't know if I want to stay here too much longer. Like, the water is dirty. Oh, it's not rubbish dirty, but it's not clear water. And to sit here for another possibly 3 weeks by the time I get the autopilot installed, it's a long time. So yeah. Well, the other way is we have to hand steer while we did to get here, which is massive. It's like, what do you do?
Taggy? What do you do? What do you think? Should we hand steer and get us out of here? Or should we just sit and wait? It is getting really exhausting. Just Taggy. Just waiting. Not exhausting, I guess. Exhausting is not the right word. It's getting like a bit routine and a bit same. So if we did sail, it'd be 4 or 5 days. We worked it out. So
yeah, 4 or 5 days of like 12 to 14 hours sort of bunny hopping per day.
yeah.
Some days are like one day maybe a bit shorter, maybe 6 hours or 7 hours, but yeah, the rest of it pretty long.
Pretty long.
And then same thing, then we get to a spot further down south in Turkey where we can hopefully get the autopilot part to then have to still install it. So it's like,
Yeah, and then we'd have to change the delivery address of
Yeah.
like where we're currently getting everything sent to, which then we're worried that will turn into a bit of a nightmare down the way.
yeah. And I mean, like, it's not that bad sitting here. Although we have been here for a long time, so it feels like it's just getting a bit, I guess,
Yeah.
stale. Like,
Yeah.
I guess it's same. It'd be
Yeah.
great to mix it up and get some cleaner water. 'Cause boat problems.
Sailing problems. Yeah.